Yeah, it took two people to comb my dang matted hair in the back. I was like, dude, I had to give. I gave them an 18% tip. First, she told me it was $41, and I think when I had got the extra that trim to cut my, trim my edges. Is that you on here? Oh, okay. So I gave her an 18% tip, so it was. She told me 50, and I said, I could even be like, I said, oh, all that combing out from the back, and all that work it took to comb through it. And then this other lady came in. She had her hair was just as worse than mine because her hair was real thick and long, and it was really curly. But her hair was thick. She was like, you got a good hair curl pattern." I said, "You got a nice one too," but her hair was real thick. She said, huh, she had to tell them how to comb through her hair. She says, "No, start from here and just work my way from down because it's easy to comb that way." And so after I had asked her to roll up my hair, don't blow dry it straight, wet, and then just kind of straighten it out when you took the curlers out. I was gonna film it at first, but that thing Mint with their connection or something, I was like, I called Mint customer service. I said, I have unlimited data, and this thing been running slow. So they told me how to go into the settings. Oh, general settings and just reset it. Hey, these nuts. But thank you. He's no somebody. These nuts looking. He said, "You look beautiful." Look, I'm talking to Yvette. These nuts. That's because you be wondering who I'm talking to. That means what I looked like before. Y'all must got something to say. Mhm. Mhm. No, I set the network. Yeah, you reset the network in the phone on your iPhone. So when I reset it, I guess it worked. So I don't know. That was always that was earlier, but I was on the phone with them, and then after I did all that, they ain't on the phone no more. Well, thank you. Who was on here? Oh, there's two people. Who was the second person? Oh, they came on here quick. We went up from one to two to five. Now it's back down to four. Somebody's at work. Cause if it, yep. So she told me, I thought I was just laying on my hair. I didn't wrap it up or nothing. So she was like, "All right, see you next year." I said I'll come more frequent now. I ain't gonna do like that because she was pregnant at the time when I first went to her, and she says, "Oh, the baby's one." I said, "Has it really been a year since she did my hair?" But the other lady who did it when I went to my nephew's wedding, I didn't like the way. Thank you, Sharky felt. And if you look at the before back in the summer, it was short. So now my hair's grown back to its length. So I'm gonna let my hair grow out to be longer. I'm not cutting it short. I'm not cutting it no more like that. So so I bought me a hair scarf thing so I could wrap my hair at night. I ain't gonna just go to bed and lay across on it. That's called all that matted look and had that dry look. I know y'all probably say, God, God, she finally did her hair. I know y'all saying it. Y'all can say it. Y'all can tell me. I ain't gonna get mad. I know I've been looking crazy on this camera. But when the summertime come, when it start getting hot, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have my hair curly. But I need to find me some hair products. Oh, my Culver's cheeseburger from earlier and some juice, orange juice. I already picked up that dang prescription from CVS with the nerve pain. Oh, they called me quick. They say it was so glad I didn't pick up that other prescription that they was prescribed by another doctor. They immediately called me. They said, are you still taking? Don't take. I was gonna almost poison myself. They were like, oh my God. Yeah, but thank you. Those two prescriptions was not supposed to mix. I'm so glad I'm not quick to take medicine and prescriptions. That little quacky doctors, we gonna take this. You know, they prescribe you anything. Oh Lord. All right, y'all. What y'all been doing for Martin Luther King birthday? I didn't hear no Stevie Wonder version song of Happy Birthday on the radio. I was like, what happened to Stevie birthday? Happy birthday to you. The Martin, tribute to Martin Luther King. I ain't heard that one song that I ain't heard that song not one time today. They would at least played it. Even I turned the radio. I said, dang. And it was, I mean, I knew I didn't have the radio on long, but I know the V103, which is the local radio station here in Atlanta, they had Hosea feed Hosea feed the hungry, but they were giving out um, free food boxes and other things. I think they gave out free COVID tests too. Was it free COVID? Yeah, free COVID tests at Stonecrest Mall. I was gonna go too, but I said no. Let me go to this doctor's appointment for my mammogram. I know they said it was crowded at that Stonecrest Mall. And then when they moved their side of town, they was all on. I think it was like the east side of town, East Point. I said I ain't going over there for no free COVID tests. I'll wait. Now you know they having the COVID test. You could go starting Wednesday. You could go online. You could go online and order your home kit test for free. I'll tell y'all Tuesday. Maybe I'll try to find it. I don't know what the link is. All right, it's 60 y'all in here. It's supposed to be 6 thumbs ups. Hold on, let me see what you said. Who? Let me see. Dorian, you listening? I know Dorian's at work. Oh Lord. I had to start getting the groove of work because this taking BTO, well, that's different because they really come the end of this weekend, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Let me see. Yep, next Monday. Next Monday, that's when IRS will be accepting tax returns. That's when they'll be accepting them. So people probably getting their W-2s and everything else in the mail or downloaded it. And they already asking about I don't see where I'm supposed to claim my dependent care expense. I said, I don't know why people don't realize a lot of stuff is not going to be claimed this year. They took that out. They didn't approve that. They looking for something to claim. I was like, If it's not there, that means that the government has not extended those special things. I knew they were going to do that. How they going to give all that money for the advanced child tax credit and claim child care expenses? They can't give you both. They give you one or the other, and I think that's what they did. You know, people take their kids to child care, and you're supposed to be able to claim that child care expenses. That chat that I had, that only one chat I had today before I got off the phone, asked that question, but when I clicked on it, I lost them. I was like, oh shoot. Hmm. You know, I'm still talking to you at the same time in the chat. You know, I'm waiting for my DNA kit. I mailed it off, so I should be getting something back that they started to extract the DNA so I could get my DNA results back. I'm curious to know what it is. All right, let me just suck on this water. This big old black Intuit TurboTax cup. I'm gonna make that tea. I'm gonna drink some tea before I go to bed. You know what? I didn't realize it only has 6 tea bags in that dang It's not 12 like it used to be like the other ones. It's only 6. Look at the box. You'll see it. Mm. But other than that, y'all, I ain't did much of nothing. Went to my little doctor's appointment with the mammogram. And I don't know why they was having so much difficulties trying to do the machine. I was like, dang. The one in the box. Mm, I'll look at the box again, but and the thing about it, I was going to these stores, especially at the Kroger's and stuff. It's gotten really, I ain't gonna say bad, but They starting to run out. They starting not to have a lot of stuff on those dang shelves. The meat section, I was like, dang, all empty. The vegetables looking scarce. And it's not because we had that so-called little snow thing on Sunday. It was like that before then. So I was like, dog, I'm so glad I bought my groceries and meats all stacked up. So I was like, oh well. So we're gonna sing happy birthday to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Da-da. Okay, that's enough singing. And I didn't even get to watch the Ebenezer Baptist Church MLK ceremonies on TV. I used to watch it every year, but this year I didn't even watch it. I had to go out and about. I don't even know if they even. I know they had it. They always do, but you know. But today's a federal holiday. But some jobs you still had to work. Some people still had to work. They weren't closed. TurboTax wasn't closed. I don't recall them saying you get holiday pay either. But I guess because we're seasonal, I don't think they even pay holiday pay because you're not a permanent employee. So that sucks. Betty White's assistant shares one of her last photos taken. Wait a minute, is her birthday today? Was that today that she would have been 100 years old, or was it tomorrow?
It's today or yesterday, today or tomorrow. Because I saw it somewhere. I think it's today. The 17th. When is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. She was 100 years old.
All right, this is what I bought with my gift card in Best Buy that I've been having on to the last 2 years, almost three. So I went walking to Best Buy. They also didn't have nothing in there. All the stuff looked, you could see a lot of things were like empty that they didn't carry. That or was very expensive for whatever they had. So I ended up buying these one ear headsets. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look at this headset. I'm gonna keep it anyway. This was 1999. They had the Sony headsets, but it was like the little ones you put in your ear. I don't like those. Those little things. I don't like those. I didn't care for that too much. And this is what I got. I hope this thing fits in the phone or somewhere I'm going to use them at. I didn't get no wireless one. Man, I only see two people on this thing, but only it's 70 of y'all. So who's the other people watching, lurking in the background? Other than I know Dorian would be watching, so I don't expect Dorian to come on and type. You on here, Yvette?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out who be looking, who be in the background.
You
Okay.
use your computer for your work. Or you already have one.
I already have one. These are the ones approved. You know, they give us those. These, besides, it's not even the same plug. The headset they give us has the whatever, you know, not the plug ones like this.
USB. Probably.
Let me look. Damn it. This thing can't go on my iPhone. Oh. What the hell am I do with this?
What's the end look like?
You watching?
Yeah.
The little the little plug. I guess I could use this on my computer. Let me see. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Oh, you just got a regular one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of them. Just see.
I wonder if this thing could work on my bike.
It probably will.
Cause this ain't no Bluetooth, nothing. Let me see how it sounds. Oh well. It says tangle free, stylish sound, get comfy. It is soft on your ears though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like the Bluetooth stuff either. I don't know. It just seems like you always charge it. Always gonna be charged. Maybe you get the charge a bit. You don't have anything. You always get wired. People think I'm crazy though. How did you get the good stuff though?
No, this has a lifetime warranty. That's good. Cause I surely will be like, yeah, I'll keep it. They always, you know, this will work when I'm sitting here listening to my music on my computer. So it will work with my computer.
Yeah.
I think this will let work. No, I can't listen to nothing on the laptop at work. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yep. It has the jack for the computer. And I think it's also have it on my car too. I just have to look at it. Charlie, what you want? Come here. You be running around, running around. Come. You should be well fed because he thought he was gonna get that little piece of cheeseburger. And I was like, Maximus has 5 jobs you may be interested in. They really be trying to hire people, boy.
She does stuff full time.
Yeah. Sometimes it may be part time, but they hire Maximus. They hire for like a lot of those state agencies, federal agencies. They've been around since 1970 something. I didn't even know that. Y'all not saying nothing in the chat. Y'all know it leads me to the conversations. All right, so we talked about food shortages and nothing on hardly available on the shelves as much. Well, I bought what I told you what 3 boxes. I got 2 of them in the freezer.
Yeah, 2 in the freezer.
That smoked spicy sausage. I'm gonna make something out of that. I'm gonna slice those up and make me a I don't know. I was gonna make since beef, they had no beef or even chicken beef. I mean not chicken beef. Chicken, ground chicken. I try to make my make spaghetti.
Did you heard about that recall? You said they got some new Kroger, Walmart, and maybe another store. They got a recall on beef.
On who?
Beef. It was recent. Probably within the last week or two. So I don't know. It was like E. coli. Was E. coli? Yeah, they got a recall on all that other new dogs. I don't think maybe why you don't see it anymore.
Yeah. I didn't see no round, that big round beef. I ain't seen none of that. I ain't seen no packages. But they always had a beef shortage anyway. But now, if they had that going on, that means they must have took all of it off the. That's why it was so empty. That's exactly what happened. They already had shortage of beef, so now they had to recall. They had to take those. I wonder if I got any beef in that freezer. I'll be like, this had a recall. I'll take it right back.
Let's see. Yeah, recall 295,000 pounds of beef recalled. Recall not recent. Wait a minute. January 7th.
Dang. Ow, Charlie, that hurt. You know that putting Get out the room. I'm gonna close the door. You gonna put that claw up on my leg and scratch me with that damn claws. Come here. That hurt.
These cat trees are good. But cute.
A cat tree.
Yeah, you know those things they climb up
Oh.
on.
Well. You ain't about to be climbing up on my chair. Shelly said yesterday when I was live, Charlie climbed up on the top of this chair that I'm sitting on, and Romeo said something, and he said it looked like he was answering to Romeo. He said I had to pay. She told me to play it back, and you would see it. It looked just like he was looking dead in the camera. And he was talking to y'all. Jumped right on my chair. Then when someone said, he responded, looked there right at y'all on the camera. He answered to his name though, that's for sure. Those other ones, call them. They act like I ain't even call them no name. That's why they outside. Charlie be glad that he got kept as the house cat and got the chosen one. Actually, the other two was never been inside. I didn't know where they came from. Like I said, they were sitting right up in my flower bed. And I'm like, where y'all came from? Because I know for a fact, um, although it's not no female cat. I know, I don't know. Somebody got to show. I'm gonna take this cat and ask him and say, "You sure this is this a girl or a boy?" But you said it was a boy cat, so because you got the little ball.
Yeah. If you had the ball, that's a male cat. You'll get them fixed.
Hey, Brooklyn boy. I don't know. I guess I should get them fixed because all these female cats be running around delivering.
And yes, my kitties. Shopping. See, I'm looking at the window. I'm looking at yesterday. Looking out the window.
I'm fine, Brooklyn boy. Just sitting here. Yeah, he be looking out the window. All right, Charlie, quiet now. He must have went downstairs. Yeah, I'm doing well. Yep. So that means before I go to bed, I have to wrap my hair, and I got to learn how to wrap my hair now. You know that little round, you wrap it around.
Yeah, wrap it all around.
Because if y'all see me come on here looking crazy one more time, y'all gonna be like, "Oh God, I knew that wasn't gonna last." Somebody, some hating person gonna say that, thinking in their mind right now, hating. But that's all right though. Like I said, I got my edges. For all y'all hating people, I got my edges. Look, edges. See that damn Timothy Blaine? What's going on with your head? Yeah, don't be worrying about me. I said my hair is natural curly. You know, people be trying to hate. Then he don't got the nerve. They still going on and still talking about other crazy stuff. Now they trying to talk about that Tasha K trial like they know. I'm like, man, y'all need to sit down. Y'all ain't no lawyer.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Exactly, Brooklyn boy. He need to be worried about himself than worrying about other people. Then he trying to copy, and then he trying to copy content. You know, yeah. Every time he say something, it's like he trying to copycat on what someone else did. He ain't got to talk about nothing. And I ain't seen the other, Jay Wilson. I've seen his channel, but I don't know. They talking about crazy stuff. Like that person, this stuff is getting a little bit, boring. Yep. Also get jealous too. Exactly. I keep telling the people on those YouTube content creators, I say y'all can't be making these kind of content no more. I say, watch, they gonna start snatching people channels because YouTube and Google. I just know it's gonna happen. That Tasha K trial, all those things that's going on with that, they're gonna start really looking into they're gonna start really looking into what people make.
I know.
All that calling people and putting people's pictures on there about nothing.
The Tasha K gonna go on her app. She do whatever she wants to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but most of the money that she makes on YouTube, Tasha K, she got that million subscribers. She could do her
Yeah, she's getting out.
she still needs that YouTube channel, but
She just gotta watch what she say.
Yeah, she can still do content, but I don't know if she's the only one. I'm thinking, what about that other girl that was doing the news too? Who's that other person that was doing the celebrity news? Um,
Michelle ATL Brown.
well, no, not ATLian. The other one that she was collaborating with at first. Um, it was something T.
T.S. Madison.
No, a real woman, not no, not no T.S. Madison, a real woman. um, Lovely T. Yeah, that was it. Lovely T. Hmm?
Celebrity.
Yeah. She was doing the celebrity news thing too. And Lovely T, but she wasn't really like Tasha K. She had a lot of subscribers too. They were kind of neck and neck, and then they had something going and something happened.
Oh, I didn't know that. And she almost got a million subscribers too.
Hey, Brooklyn said, Lady T said a real woman start laughing. Y'all know it's true. They got all these people, these men, talking about I'm a cis. Well, I said, what the hell is a cis woman? And and here now somebody gonna say you homophobic, you against trans people, man. Please, I'm like, I don't know. All this changing pronouns and stuff, even at work, you gotta put, you could do it like you could put she, he, they. I don't think they put it because then you try to insult people. Next thing you know, you go into human resources talking about somebody harassing. I remember 10 years ago, about 11 years ago, when I worked at Verizon back in 2000 something, I remember this one white guy named Sean. He comes showing up at work with a skirt, with a dress on. And, you know, but that wasn't the craziest thing. I tell y'all the craziest thing was when the other guy showed up in that bathrobe with with nothing under the robe, and he walked in there in the training. And I said, y'all not gonna say nothing. I was like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Y'all don't see this. Everybody looking all stunned. I'm taking a picture and and then I took a film. I think I downloaded that video. I don't know if I think I downloaded it. Y'all not. I said, y'all don't see that. And then he calling, coming here, yo, dude. I mean, he came straight to work with a bathrobe on. Look like he came out the shower with a cap on his head. I was like, what? With the house slippers, the slippers on too. And they made that fool a supervisor after they made him a no, not a supervisor. They made him a team lead. I was like, what? I sure did took that little video. I know I downloaded it. I think I erased it though. When I was working at that, not when I was working at CGS with that account with Sprint. But that white guy, Sean, that was back in 2000 something. He had walked over that dress on. No, he had a dress. It wasn't even a skirt. It was a dress. I'm like, boy, where you going with that? Looking like that. Only in Atlanta. Only in Atlanta. I said, I know y'all. I said, mm-mm. But I ain't got nothing against transgender and stuff, but people just take it to the extreme. Y'all taking it too much to the extreme. To the extreme. Last week they had this one model. She was a model and she was going to somewhere in Mexico and she had that little tank top shirt on. They told her she had to wear. She was going to cop on and she had something. It was real flimsy, like no sleeve, all open and stuff. And they said she can't board the plane looking like that. And she got the nerve to criticize. It was United Airlines. I know you're going to Mexico and stuff, but shoot, There wouldn't be no reason for me to say something. It'd be cold on that plane. I ain't gonna walk with no nothing on. It'll be cold on those airplanes, freezing in the summertime. You put that air conditioner on. Why you gonna get on the plane like that? They even tell you dress code. One man. There was a video on YouTube. They was watching about talking about Southwest Airlines. He come on there wearing a kilt. It had nothing on under the kilt, and the customer, they can see all your nuts, all your balls, and then he got the nerve to argue about his right and stuff. You knew what you were doing. Indecent exposure. They're going in and playing, hanging all nut, no underwear under the kilt, and then you open your legs, and then customers seen it too. Several customers, and they complained, and they told him he arguing down. All they want to do is change. Go and put on some pants. He arguing about he gonna sue. Man, bye. He knew exactly what he was doing, showing all your stuff. I told you what I saw today when I went to the doctor's office. That lady had no drawers on. She had this little pad covering up. It was freezing today, y'all. I was driving to the medical center to get my breast exam. I'm talking to you and the people at the chat at the same time. And remember I told her, and I pulled up and she was getting stuff out of her trunk. And she didn't bend over to see it. She had nothing on, y'all. No drawers, no nothing. She just had that brown pad. And you tell me don't say nothing because it'd be disgusting. She had like a pad. I don't know if I don't know what, let me see. She would have been in the women's clinic part of it. So whatever she had done, she had to. No, she ain't had no pants on. She ain't had no dress on. I know what I saw. And it was like a pad, like a big old pad, like a bandage type. And it was right there with your butt. I was like, what? I drove up and seen it. Then I drove back and I was telling you. And I was like, she still, it looked like I don't know if she was doing the van life or car life or whatever, but it was 34 degrees. Big woman too. Had all that, had your whole ass showing. Literally, if I was to stand up and show y'all my butt and I had nothing on and I had a little pad on, that's how it looked. It was disgusting. I said, what is wrong with people? And then people be kind of get on me, man, your zipper's on. It ain't like you see nothing. All you saw is a zipper. You can still see that I've got, how the zipper come down in those jeans sometimes. Man, your zipper's on. They act like, I said, well, damn. I said, okay, thank you. That little, you see the little zipper, but that's it. You ain't like you seen anything. All you saw was the zipper, man, your zipper. Do y'all tell these guys who be walking around with the pants hanging down their ass? Ain't nobody say nothing to them. Showing all the butt, all the drawers. Then it's worse when you start to see females. I saw that a few years ago on the bus. Girl, no, on the train. It was on the train. Had her pants sagging down, real sagging. I was like, it took every mic me down to say nothing. And I was like, you are a girl. You're a young lady. You should not be coming out the house showing drawers, sagging as a girl. Even though, they were stud, one of these stud girls or whatever, they think they do that. They went from showing the band of the underwear all the way down to the butt. The whole butt. They ain't got the nerve to be dirty drawers. Just shameful. I said, dang, when is that fad or whatever you want to call it, when is that going to end? I'm tired of the sagging, all the drawers showing. When is that going to end?
long they've been wearing that?
Hmm.
I don't think it is. You know how long they've been wearing it like that?
Too long. Dang.
Early 2000s or something? I don't know.
1990 something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been like that long.
Yeah, but it was meant for people who were coming out of jail with the white beater T-shirt. That's exactly what that was. I was like,
They liked it. They kept it.
it expanded. That hot mess. I wish somebody that said, my aunt told my cousin we went, was at somebody's wedding all up in the double tree. And then my cousin, before he went to jail, him and his friend, they walked into the lobby with a white beater shirt on and walking around looking whatever. My aunt was like, my aunt, the one that came from South Carolina, came to visit Atlanta. Boy, you put that shirt on and, I was like, you better pull that picture. She would say right there in front of them, right up in the lobby, all loud. Well, it wasn't loud, but, I said, y'all get on me because I ain't walk out the house with no purse on. Shoot, y'all. That's how strict they. My grandmother and my aunt, they're like, where your earrings at? First of all, the ears of my thing is so dang closed, so I don't wear earrings, and I don't wear no clip-on because But they got on me and they say, where your purse at? Pocketbook, that's they call it in the South. Pocketbook. Where your pocketbook? I don't need all that stuff hanging on me like that. As long as I have me a little wallet, I'll be walking out there with my little wallet. You got to have a purse. You got to walk out with the purse. Y'all act like somebody came out there looking crazy. It was because of a pocketbook. Ain't nobody carrying no pocketbook and purse and all that stuff like that. Nope, you had to have your pocketbook. You had to have a pocketbook. I was like, they don't even call it pocketbook. It's purse. And even then, people ain't carrying all that. So you can imagine you walk out the house, drawers showing, looking crazy. Nope. But that's the way the old school, Yeah. But when I used to go traveling, when I get on a plane, I have my traveling clothes, I have special traveling clothes. Slacks. Not no shoes and stuff. That's the airport's too long and too big to be walking on some shoes. But I have my little, slipper shoes or whatever. Jacket and dress. I be dressed up for the airport. I don't dress when I go traveling unless I know I'm going to like somewhere tropical. I probably will have like some kind of pants or something. But I have special traveling clothes. People used to travel. They used to get dressed up back in the day. If you look at those old ways, people used to be dressed up in business casual suits. They used to be dressed up when they used to get on the plane. You didn't wear no hair bonnet. And Monique, it was like with the hair bonnet. Now I do have to agree with that. You might as well pull your hair, pull your hair up in a ponytail, but don't wear no bonnet. Going about the airport with a bonnet. The bonnet and the fuzzy slippers. Why you walk with your house shoes on at the airport? That's just tacky. Huh? No. House shoes, slippers. Something you're supposed to wear in the house at the hotel. You're not slippers. Not Uggs. Not even the rubber shoes. What do you call that? The ones, because you do have to. I do have, yeah, clogs. I gotta wear something that could easily take the stuff off my foot. because you gotta go take off your shoes.
Yeah, get you some Crocs.
You go to the airport, you gotta take off your shoes, you gotta take off your belt, your jacket, and you put it in the bucket, and then they let it roll through. So I wear something that is very convenient.
Oh yeah.
I said, okay,
Get to the airport. It's so long.
something you can slip your feet in and slip them in and put them back on your feet. Because you know they ain't be having no chairs where you sit down so you can put your sneakers back on and lace up. So I don't wear nothing when you got to do all that work. Boots, you got that's too much. Just wear some slip-ons and slip them off.
It's fine.
They want you to take all that stuff off. So I could imagine if you wear a hair bonnet. Let me put my hair bonnet. Let me show y'all. I bought me a silk bonnet too, y'all. Just in case my hair gonna stay nice and fresh. See, you can't walk around with no hair bonnet on your head like this. Can you imagine me going to the airport looking like this with the hair bonnet on, y'all? What would y'all be thinking? You see it? Are you looking at the video? See? And the thing about it, I ain't got that big pizza looking bonnet. You know, they got that big, huge bonnet. See? Walk to the airport just like this. What would y'all say if I came looking like this at the airport and I got the nerve to film it? What would y'all think? That's why you wrap it. You know they got some pretty bonnets. You know, you got the scarf. You know how my mother and stuff, you go out and you do have to have your hair wrapped. They used to have the hair scarf. You tie it from the back. You would, not the front like Aunt Jemima bonnet, but you wear it you wear it. You can wear, see, they make hair scarves. You can wear hair scarves in public. It's how you wear it. Put a little hair bonnet scarf. Not no hair bonnet. Hair bonnet is meant for the bed and in the house. So let me put that aside. So when I'm ready to go to bed, I can put it up. But you can wear hair scarf. Yeah, you can still. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between them.
I would show y'all my hair scarf, but it's downstairs. But nope. Because next thing you know, you go to the airport, somebody gonna say you gotta take the hair scarf off too. No, I don't think they would tell people to take the hair scarf when you walk to the airport. Because people who are Muslim, they wear that hey, my coworker told me what that was. He something. They could you could go through the you could go through it like that, but I think they do a special search though. If you wear those, they put you in a special area.
So what if I was stuck in the airport wearing it?
What the thing with the Muslim people wear?
Yeah. I mean, what time is
Oh, you talk about something that you put on your head.
Yeah. How would they treat me?
No, they just have a feel. I don't. Well, when you go to that X-ray stuff, of course, but I don't know. I don't think they'll tell you to take it off and stuff, but I don't know how they do it. I think they pull you aside and then they'll put you in this room, and then a female, they will do it behind the doors. But I don't think they really look into that because you go to the X-rays, they'll know if it's something looks suspicious, they'll pull you aside. They'll pull you aside. But most people I know that I've seen Muslim that have to have their hair wrapped or wear a scarf, it's a special kind of thing they wear. It's a special thing that they wear. I don't know what it's called, but it won't be no big deal. I just know walking around with no big old head bonnet on. That's a little bit, people can't say this is my religion. This is religion, all right, ghetto. Walking around with that big ass,
Right, yeah.
walking around that big old bonnet. These for the sleeping.
I always like wearing bonnets. Ugh. They slide off your head and all that. The good ones anyway.
No, because people were walking there with the blanket that came off your bed. They walk with the blanket. If you cold, why don't you wear a coat or a jacket? You ain't gotta wear the blanket. Walk to the airport with that on, looking crazy. I was like, ugh. That's why I bought my little neck pillow. It came with a little blanket. I wrap that up in the bag, and then when I'm sitting there, then I'll take it out, and then that's when I'll have it on the plane because it'd be cold. I don't understand why people walk. Why do people get dressed? You ain't in Cancun or Mexico or any hot place yet. I ain't gonna walk around and be indecent, looking all crazy. Those little tankless, sleeveless shirts and cut off shirt and stuff. That alone would make me like, nope. It'll be cold on those planes. Summer, winter, that air conditioner, they don't give you no blanket and no plane no more. They used to. They used to give you a little blanket. Say, can I get a blanket, please? You ain't getting that no more. Can I get a pillow? No pillow. You gotta bring your own neck pillow. When I make my trip this summer, God willing, I'm gonna have all my things ready.
Okay. You said where you want to go?
Well, since I have to buy a passport, it's gonna be one of the U.S. Virgin Islands. I don't want to go to Dominican Republic. Too many people. Everybody been there already. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, you going to the Virgin Islands? Yeah.
Or Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be one of them. Unless I could go to Mexico and I don't need no passport. I could go to Carbone. I'll be making my reservations this week. I'm planning. I think the schedule should be out by now. January 17th, January, February, March, April, May. I think they have it out. I'm gonna use that Southwest airline credit and all the points I've been accumulating through all these different apps. I'll be using I'm trying to get these gift cards for the hotels, and that's how I'm gonna have me a free trip by the time I accumulate my points for the hotels. Only thing I'm gonna need money for is spending money, and that's it. I already got it planned out. Get me a couple, those hotels. Intuit TurboTax, they have discounts for vacations and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
You
what?
take advantage of it.
Yep, sure will.
You got AARP?
No, I ain't got no AARP. I guess I could check that out now that I'm over 50 now. See what kind of perks you get.
Have a person?
Now I say, what kind of perks do they give you for eight? You know what? I could check out AARP and see if they get car insurance for cheap. I'll join AARP. You get all the discounts, but see, they slick now. At one point, if you turn 50, they had a lot of discounts. Now they up the age to 65. I was like, oh no, we upped the age to 55. I guess they figured, the 50 is the new 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, fine. But I'm gonna check it out though. My stylist, the one I go to, I've gone to her for years. So she said, all right. I said, I'm coming. I said, I'll be here regularly now. She said, see you next year. I said, I'm gonna see you way before that. I'm gonna at least try to go once a month to get my hair done because I can't curl it. I cannot curl it and I cannot flat iron it myself. So I'm gonna let someone else do it.
Yeah, let somebody else do it. Don't nobody, if you don't want to do it no way. I know I don't. When I was doing it.
Mm-mm. Every time I keep saying I wanted to color the gray, she's like, everybody trying to see this look and you trying to cover it. So I said,
I don't know what it is. I've seen people do that, but don't they do it all at one time? I mean,
yeah.
That's what, I mean, I guess eventually, I'm going to let mine do that too. The whole, my hair go light gray like that. It might look all right. I ain't trying to look old though. But, I'm kind of good. This is good job.
The silver fox, what do they call it? With silver?
The silver fox.
When a woman has a streak gray, my hair gray, right here, all gray in the front. But it's not all the way gray. So I guess I ain't gonna color it. I'll just keep it, let it. People trying to achieve this gray silver streaks in their hair. I said I'll keep my natural streaks and I'm trying to do a rinse, but I said I'll keep it. Right? She said maybe I'll do a brown, maybe I'll do a rinse in the summertime, but my great grandmother, when she was alive, she had gray, long gray hair. He was real pretty too. I think that's what I think that's where you saw Michelle. No, Shelly Shell. I don't know. She's not on here. Usually she come on here. She saw the picture of my grandmother, and she was like, "You look just like your grandmother."
She says on one of those videos. I never went back to go see it.
It's probably one of those videos that was 3 hours long. You have to play it. One thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the little pictures. No, I ain't gonna put it because people be all tripping and stuff. They don't, want to see the personal pictures. I had a picture of my great grandfather. Yeah, Shelly probably is watching because no, let me see. Today is Monday. Oh, she probably have to work tomorrow. Yeah, she had to probably work tomorrow. So what? You 10 o'clock? So,
Yeah, seriously, I'm sleeping because I was. What you talking about?
y'all be old. Y'all be old people go to bed 9 o'clock. Be like, I ain't go to bed. My sister like that. My sister Cassandra like that. No, my sister Cassandra, she always been like that. All right, I'm going to bed now. It'd be like 8:30. You're like, what? It's early.
But shoot, I went to sleep late last night too.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with going to bed early. I mean, I wish I could go to sleep. Don't worry. When I be working these 60, 70 hours or whatever I'll be doing, I'll be wishing to go to bed early because I sign myself up to work until midnight, and they don't let you off the phone until the queue is clear. I let people be hanging up in there and be 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm still sitting on there waiting. They say no more transfers, no more whatever. So you sneak in the TurboTax before midnight Eastern Standard Time. They have to serve you, but that midnight strike, mm-mm. But I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting, but they already start begging people to work the hours, and they had everybody want to work during the daytime, and then when 10, 11 o'clock, no, those other shifts to close, they ain't had that many. They had a whole bunch of openings. So I was like, oh, that's why I ain't rushing. That's why I took that little VTO today. I only was going to work 3 hours, but I said, I was supposed to get off at 11 o'clock, and I took that one little chat, and I was sitting there. I said, no, we leave early. I'll be on in tomorrow.
Oh, damn, they had let me see. Oh, they had our funerals today. Must be Saturday.
Whose funeral?
You know, I told you, everybody said, I was telling this girl, this lady had died.
Mm-hmm.
They must have had her funeral because they funeral on Saturday. Because I see they got a picture of her casket. Yeah, that's it. Then their son's down here. Wow.
I'm surprised. Black folks usually wait a week before they had a funeral.
I know. It's because that was shoot. They said, let me go get this one.
Jewish people and white folks in general, well, Jewish people they be in the ground days before. That's something to do with their religion. I can't remember how someone explained it to me. They bury them real quick, but it's a reason. But black folks take all day to bury it because either one, they have, at least I know in our family, they will have 2 funerals. One in New York, and then they have to go to South Carolina or North Carolina, and they do the repast. Yeah, they'll have the funeral in New York. Then when my youngest sister, the first time I ever experienced that, my youngest sister, it was in the wintertime. And when she passed, they had the funeral in New York. It was that big snowstorm where snow was up to 12 feet and higher. And they had to take that, the casket be on the plane. It took days because it couldn't leave the airport. I remember by the time my sister's body came to South Carolina, that I could remember seeing it. The lips were like real red, like all the blood rushed up to the face. It took a long time because it couldn't leave that airport in New York. Even when my father passed, it was the same way. It was in the winter. So they have the funeral. My aunt, when she passed, they had the funeral in New York. Then they have to ship the body to South Carolina. And then you have to repass.
Wow. Okay.
And when my aunt passed away, the one in New York in the Bronx, she was buried out in Long Island. We left the Bronx, could go 50 miles in a funeral procession with an escort of the police, state police. And they had all those cars lined up. And we traveled 50 miles, if not a little bit longer, for that repass. And it was, you can't pass a funeral procession line.
Right.
They rude ass people driving. They trying to rush. No, because we was in the one lane, but that funeral procession was long. It wasn't no 2-3 cars. This was several cars. Drove from the Bronx all the way to Long Island on the other side. That was at least 50 something miles. Let me see, was it 50 something? I know it was like an hour and a half. That's how long it was. That you had to get a state patrol police to escort the police procession behind the funeral. How you see people, you had to turn your light on the whole way there. All the way to Long Island. And they have those motorcycles things right there, so nobody can't cut about that because I lived in the Bronx and Brentwood. And it's a drive. Yep, it sure is Brooklyn. It's a drive. Because my aunt's husband, he was in military. I think he passed away in Vietnam or something. I think it was Vietnam. So it was right up there, the military cemetery out there. She didn't get buried in North Carolina. That's where my father and that's where they were raised. So it was cheaper that they just buried. They just kept it right there in the state.
All right, let me get off this phone. I'm about to go lay down and get some rest, I guess.
All right, then. I'll work tomorrow from 8. I think this time was 8 to midnight.
How you doing? So,
All righty. Talk to
okay,
you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you later.
All right.
I lived in a lot of towns in Long Island, in Suffolk County, between Brentwood, Bayshore, Middle Island, Riverhead, Coram, Shirley, etc. That show a lot of places. I lived in the Bronx. We stayed in the Bronx. I think the only time my parents probably moved, we used to live on this street called Jessup Avenue. Then we moved on Gun Hill Road area. 1, 2, 3. It's only 4 times we moved growing up as a child in different neighborhoods, but we lived on Jessup Avenue, Laconia, then it was White Plains Road, and then where my mother lived before she sold the house on AD Avenue. Okay. When I lived in, when I moved out of my parents' house or whatever, I lived in Harlem, lived right in Harlem, East Harlem, Spanish Harlem. Then I lived in the then I lived in Queens when I had rented a room in Brooklyn, and that's when I moved to South Carolina. But never lived anywhere other than me moving out. But that's interesting. Rhode Island. Out of all my time I lived in New York, I never went to Martha's Vineyard. Never went to Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, Kings Highway. Yep, I remember. Familiar. Hey, 4 people, 5 people came back. So next time I go to New York, I can't, I ain't got no place to stay. I guess I gotta be like a tourist and rent me an Airbnb. Cause none of my other relatives, they ain't got no house for me really to stay at. I mean, some of my cousins they have a house, but they live like in upstate New York and stuff now. Yeah, Coney Island, New York is not the same anymore. Even those areas in the Brooklyn and the Bronx and they just building up all over gentrification and everything else. But then a lot of people leaving out of New York too, trying to come in the South. Everybody trying to move to Atlanta. But people moving, they moving all over. Charlotte and Florida and stuff. Tampa. Yeah, Coney Island, they had a lot of Russian immigrants that used to live around there. I used to take the train in New York just to go out to that all the way out where they had that water. I used to take a train just to see the water. What area was that? I know it was in Brooklyn. Like you could take the train and then you see like the water and stuff. I used to do that just because it was like a adventure almost. And I used to go take a train just to go on the Staten Island ferry. It used to be like 50 cents to get on there. I don't even know how much it is now. Was that the Q train that took you all the way out in Brooklyn, where all the water, like you see that you on the train and you see the water? I think that's what that was. Yep, sure did. I used to go out there, Far Rockaway Beach. That's what it was. Far Rockaway Beach. That's where it was. I took that subway all the way out there, and then you used to be able to walk on the beach and stuff. I used to be scared because shoot, you'd be those dead crackhead needles, and those needles be in the sand. Be back in the day, people shooting up needles and stuff. You'd be walking, you'd be scared. I'd be scared to walk on there because sometimes they have those needles and stuff. Yep. You know what? I may just use my credit, part of my credit. If I don't, part of my little credit, I can go to New York, $49. Go to one of those Airbnbs. I'm gonna do that when it's springtime. I ain't doing it. It's too cold. I never took the Long Island Railroad to Long Island. I never did that. If I lived in New York, I would not have a car. I would not have a car. I would not. I'll be taking the bus. I'll be taking the subway, the bus. I sure would. I had no problems doing that. I would not have a car. I'll be walking everywhere. I wouldn't even take a Uber. I wouldn't even do that. Oh yeah, I know. Penn Station. Brooklyn, you gotta give me your I know I had your phone number at one time. You may have to email me. So one day if I come and visit, I could come up here and visit you. I'll stay at an Airbnb somewhere. Find me one in Brooklyn. I would love to go back to New York. Matter of fact, I may make a trip in the summer. Once I stack up all my money, ain't no point in me sitting around here in the summer. I could go ahead and make me a trip and just, because they got some real inexpensive fares now. I don't even have to take a Uber. I know how to take the bus right out of that dang LaGuardia, get on the bus, get on 125th Street in Harlem. I don't need to call no Uber or nothing like that. I'm like, maybe one, this, one thing, I don't know, it's probably not going to be open anymore. Maybe go one of those. One time, I know they used to have a special. You could, it was an airline, a Broadway show, and hotel to go to New York, all included, round trip ticket to do that. Who wants to do that? One of those major, they would do all that. They have those big packages, and it was very cheap too, very inexpensive. You could go to Broadway ticket, hotel, and plane ticket. And they always used to do it in the spring and summertime. That'll make a good little trip. They used to have that back in the day. I don't think nobody has that anymore. I'm gonna have to look. But I haven't, I always wanted to see the Broadway plays. I love doing that. I used to do that. We used to go to plays in Broadway, even if it was off Broadway. But I want to. They have that off Broadway, like they come to Atlanta and some places across the country at the Fox Theater. They had the Lion King. I saw the Lion King when they came to Atlanta. Only reason why I went to the Lion King was because my friend had a ticket and her wife didn't want to go, or something happened, and she asked me to go, and I went. And I remember seeing the Lion King at the Fox Theater. It was a few years ago too. I had my snow globe, the little souvenir stuff. I think I threw that thing. I think I threw that calendar thing in the garbage. I may have still kept it, but I doubt it. Let me see. I know I got that snow globe, but I want to see if they still have those deals again. That's what I would love to go. A Broadway play, a nice restaurant that's not poor service. Oh, that's what I was supposed to talk about too. And just a nice little Airbnb or hotel and just do that. That would be the perfect gift. I could either see Wicked. I want to see that. If not that one, what else is out on Broadway that I've been dying to see? Wicked and what's the other ones that's out on Broadway now? I know Wicked is a good one. Let me see. Let me look and see the Broadway. I hope they still have it. Now I hope they don't shut down again. Hamilton, that's it. I want to see Hamilton, Wicked. I wouldn't mind seeing the Lion King again, but I saw it in Atlanta. But I know it's always different. Chicago, Aladdin. I don't know. Yeah, Wicked, The Music Man, Roland Roland Rouge, the musical, The Phantom of the Opera, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Nah, not Harry Potter. Six, Aladdin, The Book of Mormon, The Lion King, Chicago. Hmm. I guess I have to see which one I would get a ticket to, because some of these plays be backed up forever. I don't mind seeing whichever one I wouldn't mind seeing. Yeah, I heard about that. You know the MJ musical? One of my high school classmates on Facebook, his grandchild plays he got the role from Young Michael, the musical. I was like, go ahead. We went to high school together, Walton High School, and he said his grandson auditioned and he's going to be in the lead role as young Michael Jackson. I just got through watching that thing on YouTube about Neverland. Neverland is free on YouTube. I had watched it. Well, I'll have to watch it again because I was laying in bed sleeping and I was looking at it. But that was very interesting. Yeah, no. That would be interesting. Michael Jackson, the musical. I know my cousin, his name is God, but I would say Godfrey. He's a Michael Jackson fan. Crazy fanatic. I know he would want to watch that. Now, the only concert I've ever been to in life was a Michael Jackson concert in New York. Sure was. I remember when I went, me, my sister, and my cousin. I used to work at Chase Manhattan Bank, or was it Citibank? And I remember they had, and I went to that Michael Jackson concert. That's the only concert I've ever been to. I mean, like real concert. I mean, I've been to like others, but that was, I remember that. That was the greatest show ever. Ooh. And then when I wanted to go to the Prince concert, I, I fumbled around, fumbled around. I want to go to the Prince concert. And I didn't even go because I didn't have no one to go with, and I didn't want to go by myself, so I didn't go. Then lo and behold, Prince passed away right here in Atlanta too, right before he left Atlanta when he got sick. That was the last concert he had. Was right there. It was here in Atlanta. He got on that plane to go home, and that's when he died. That's when he passed away. His last concert was in Atlanta. I was like, dang. Those the only people I really want. And Whitney Houston, the two people I did not get to see, and I would have loved to see the Whitney Houston concert, Prince. You mean when he was found in his elevator in his house? That was in. Yep, that's another person who I want to miss. I would have loved to see Whitney Houston, Prince, um, Luther Vandross would be another one. Yep, those are the ones. Everybody else, I wouldn't too much care to see. If somebody said, "Oh, whatever, name any rapper," I wouldn't be interested in seeing. I wouldn't even be interested in seeing Beyonce in concert. Nope. It would have to be Luther, Prince, and Whitney. That would have been. I thought I've seen it, but I didn't too much pay it in mind. I don't know. It's just crazy. Those would have been the ultimate concerts that if I went to would have been those three. I went to Michael Jackson, so but Prince, Whitney, and Luther, nope. And I remember, no, that's okay. And I remember when I was in high school, right at Walton High School, it used to be right next to Lehman College, and it used to be right next to the Bronx High School signs. It used to be right next to DeWitt Clinton. I remember that Prince was right next door to Lehman College, and it was some special little thing he was doing next at the college. I remember that because Prince used to go to small venues. He didn't do no big huge venues, but he would pop up and just play a venue, small places and stuff. But for some reason, he had something going on. Oh, I've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. All right, y'all. Y'all gave me 6 for 6. Oh, well. I don't think I have nothing more to say. All right, well, let me say my good nights. It's only 10:21. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm just going to wrap up my hair. See what the hell Charlie doing. He real quiet. And, I got something to do tomorrow morning. Let me see. Yeah, I got two things I need to do. I need to get up and do my thing with Nate forward, and also this other thing too. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all stay warm. All right, Brooklyn. D's Nuts. Dorian. Shelly Shell. Sharky Phelps. I already said goodbye to Yvette. All right. All the rest of y'all who's lurking in the background, afraid to come on to the stage, like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.